why we have
Afternoon, how can I help you?
Hi, I lost my phone on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah. So
What kind of phone was it?
It's a Samsung Galaxy Note 5.
We help receiving inventory that's been lost on the TTC. We categorize it, put it in their respective bins and whatnot. And when people come to the counter or call in, we have a way of searching out these items and trying to locate them so we can give them back to the customer.
We get, I think, 50,000 items every year. I think 100 to 150 items every day. So typically we receive items within a day of them being turned in. Then they're available for pickup from customers. So those items, from the day we receive them, we keep them here for 60 days before we will either donate them, auction them off, or dispose of them. We store things by the day of the month. In each of its cubby holes, and we sort of keep things sectioned off within that. We've also got these smaller bins that keep smaller items like cell phones, glasses, wallets. These are usually individual cards or keys, so small things that would get lost within there. And every single item you can see has one of these yellow-brown paper tags on it, and that's got information on it, so it's like an ID number that's been entered into our database, where it was found, what type of item it is, the date.
Sometimes we have people come in and says, I didn't know this place existed. They're coming like 3 months, 4 months after, and it's already past our expiration dates. We won't have anything, if we did have it.
Some people just, forget about it. It's just, it's lost. They feel like it's never going to be returned, so what's the point?
A lot of customers, they don't think that people are honest and generous enough to bring it. But I think a lot of them, if they try and they come, anything can happen, right? It doesn't hurt in trying, right? But a lot of customers just don't believe it'll come to us.
So this room is, we call it our stripping room, because this is where items, once they've been unclaimed, they get brought over here and we sort them, go through them, and it's where we sort of make a decision on if an item's going to be sent to auction, donated to charity, or disposed of. Here's our crazy shelf of alcohol and cigarettes. We just kind of stick them here, and then we can't do anything with these items because we can't resell alcohol. We can't take it home ourselves. So every once in a while, every few months, we have a little dump it down the sink kind of day where we're like, oh, look at this one. We got, as you can see, a lot of umbrellas. This is not even a lot. Think about it, because it's been the winter. We haven't had really too many rainy days. So over the next few months, we will see way more umbrellas than this. We get a lot of cell phones. It is hard because, they're small items. People may not realize they lost them until they're well off the system, so they just don't think of calling us. But as you can see, there's just, that's probably a really valuable phone, and it doesn't look like it's in too bad shape.
Unfortunately, there's no phones, LGs in yet for Sunday. It's still early.
Okay.
To take a day or two.
Okay, no problem.
So if you want to try again tomorrow after 2, get every day we get stuff in at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
You can call us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Strangest items, I guess, would be like, I've seen a motorized, wheelchair. How do you lose that?
Dentures there have been.
A horn.
A horn, which we still have.
Yeah.
Gadgets, some personal gadgets.
Interesting board games.
If it exists, we've seen it come through our doors, really. So this is just our big old safe. It feels so solid. I love the way it feels. But anyways, I feel like there should be a big secret inside, but it's not that exciting. We don't often get valuable jewelry. I don't see a lot of that coming through here, which is nice. Usually if it's of high value, somebody figures it out and they come pick it up, which is great. So these were an assortment of World War I medals and I think World War II medals that they have been in this safe. When I saw them, the staff working here were like, they've been here for at least 15 years. I suspect they've been here longer. And nobody ever came to claim them. For now, we'll just hang on to them for a little bit longer with the hopes that we can figure out the family that they belong to. We do a really good job of contacting people if we have any kind of ID. Either give them a phone call or we have little postcards. We just write their name and address and say an item. We think we have an item. If yours, contact us. So we get a few people showing up not knowing. They're like, I think you have something of mine. But they don't even know what they lost. So that always amazes me. And then it's like a wallet. And you're like, well, how did you not know you lost your wallet? Like, but it happens.
I'm looking for a green sweater. It's a zip-up hoodie. It's got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Now, was it in a bag or anything like that?
No.
Nope. Let me see if they've taken anything like that. Okay, so that means we don't have it here. It means it's en route. It does take sometimes a few days, okay? So what I do, I suggest you call, all right, before you come, just so you don't waste your time, right? Okay?
Thank you so much.
No problem.
It was a key card to my work.
I lost my Metro Pass around February.
And it was a mesh bag of a bunch of sports equipment.
It was actually my son who lost a hat that I had made for him. I'm a knitter and I made a special hat for him out of a bunch of scrap yarn. So it was a very unique hat. A couple months later, we were riding the subway and we saw someone wearing the hat. It looked like he needed the hat more than my son did. So we just got off at our stop and that was that. That was the end of the hat.
Change here for line 4. Doors will open on the left.
What we often hear from customers is when they've lost something, it was when they were doing something that was out of their routine. So like we had somebody come once that had left a suitcase and she said, like, I think the reason I did was because I usually take the TTC to work every day. I have my lunch bag and my purse. And so I know when it's my stop, I just get up and go. And this time I was coming from the airport, which was out of my routine. So I had my purse and I just got up and went. And then as soon as I got off the train, I realized like, I left my suitcase. And I agree. I think, you know, for a lot of people that take the TTC every day, you're in the zone, you know, your commute and you're sort of just go based on instinct.
This one person lost their passport and they were leaving the country on the same day. So it was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? It was like panic set in. And then we found it and we gave it to them and they were just completely overjoyed.
I've had people show up here who are in tears and so upset because they've lost a pair of gloves. And it's not just that, it's a pair of black leather gloves that looks like a normal pair of gloves to your eye. It's, you know, there's a story behind those and it's really sad because, you know, there is that attachment for some people, and it's interesting because the value is in their eyes, not in everybody else's eyes. And so you don't want to, it's important for me to not take that for granted. So just because we may receive a pair of gloves, we should treat that and sort it and make sure it gets back to its owner the same way that if we found, you know, a gold ring.
A lot of customers, they come, they thank us. They're just so grateful that they get their things back. And that's what's most important about this place, is returning the items if it comes.
Hi, how can I help you?
I lost my wallet in TTC on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, is your ID in there?
My
Name, picture ID with your name and stuff like that?
I can write.
Yes, that's what I need you to do for me. And you said it was Sunday?
Yes, on
What-
bus
Which bus?
number 80.
80? Okay.
Only one person.
Oh my
This
god,
is
I
it?
can't
Yeah.
believe this.
Lovely. Okay, here's
Okay,
your picture ID. There we go. Perfect.
My money.
Let's see here.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the book to see if we owe you anything.
I can't believe this. This is $45.
Oh wow.
Very expensive.
That it is. That it is. To reclaim your life.
And that's the joy about this place, I feel. It's when the stuff is here and you can see their face, how happy and grateful they are. It's like, it says a lot.